I'm just gonna keep this quick and simple today. Today's video, I'm just gonna talk about vitamin D and how I get vitamin D. So I'm in Australia right now. In terms of sunlight, you need kind of like maybe 10 minutes. I've got like normal skin, not dark skin. Depending on your skin tone as well, you need more sun to less sun depending. So I've got my notes again, so let me go through. In terms of sun, I usually get around 10 minutes a day. That's enough. Sometimes at the very beginning, before my TSW, 30 seconds would like burn me and I'll get like really red skin. This is just how I got my sun or vitamin D. I did like 30 seconds at the beginning. Some you may even need less than that, and then over time you ramp it up. You get enough sun to the point where your skin does not burn, so just be careful not to burn your skin, and keep it under that limit. There's so many importance of vitamin D. It regulates aging processes, good for skin and bone health. There was a case where back then there was people getting rickets because they built all these like houses and like none of the sunlight got through to the houses because they were too close together, and because of that a lot of like kids started getting rickets, meaning like their bones started deforming, and doctors decided to give them phototherapy treatment, and the sun actually fixed their bone, and from then on it was gone. Have you heard of the word SAD? It actually comes from seasonal affective disorder, and how that came about is when you don't get enough sunlight or vitamin D from the sun, you just become sad, get a bit depressed, tired. Vitamin D deficiency, sometimes it's actually not because it's your fault. Most of the time it's, if you've worked indoors and you don't get sun, you put on sunscreen all the time, darker skin, you need more sunlight than normal skin. You're working in a city and has tall buildings, you don't get sun at all. And also high pollution or very cloudy days, you don't get sunlight. That's why it's irregular. In dermatology, they've called a phototherapy treatment. It's UVB light. From the sunlight, UVB is what makes you vitamin D in the skin. So phototherapy at the dermatologist, they did it for like 2 years or something. They start with like 30 seconds and then they raise it for a certain amount. It's great, and I felt that it actually reduced a lot of my inflammations or my eczema and topical steroid on my skin. It was actually great. You should look into that. It kind of cleared like a lot of my eczema, to be honest. Right now, if you don't go to the dermatologist to get this, you can also do it from sunlight. But sunlight, you get all sorts of UVB light as well, so UVA and UVC. But the one you want is UVB from the sun rays for vitamin D production in the skin. There was also supplements at the beginning I tried, so like vitamin D tablets. I took them. I had bad inflammation from them, so I decided to like get transdermal vitamin D. So it's just vitamin D, and then you just kind of put it on your skin and your skin will absorb it. However, all those types of methods, I still find that sunlight is the best to get vitamin D. However, it's inconsistent because God's controlling the weather. So supplements is needed for people who can't get that sunlight. Some people talk about red light therapy, which is the one that near infrared lights. I believe it does help. I've been using both at home. At the dermatologist, they have a full body one, which is like very, very good. At home, I actually use the stand-up UVB lights. Back then, I usually went to the dermatologist to get my UVB, but traveling there was it took a lot of time, especially if you have to fit it around work. Phototherapy. Oh, and for UVB, you want to like get that during peak time, so like between 11 to like 2 p.m. because that's when the UVB hits Earth surfaces. If you get it between early morning sun and afternoon sun, that's still fine too because it's less harsh. Sometimes you don't want it to be so harsh. Glass actually filters out UVB, so yeah, you have to be in direct sunlight to get vitamin D3. Just remember, do not burn under the sun. Just get just enough and you should be fine. A lot of doctors and dermatologists do recommend sunscreen. That's because you'll be out in the sun for like more than 10 minutes. You usually need your sunscreen. And yes, being in the sun does make you darker. I'm already a tan darker. So yeah. And also let me know if you have any other questions or topics you want me to address. Keep casual. Happy New Year and Happy Chinese New Year very soon. Stay tuned. Catch you in the next one. Maybe. Bye.